Hi everyone, my name is Anandita Raghunath and I will be presenting our paper, Beyond Digital Financial Services, Exploring Mobile Money Agents in Tanzania as General ICT Intermediaries. I'm fortunate to have had great collaborators in this research effort, Innocent Obi Jr., Dr. Richard Anderson, as well as Dr. Jose Ampogole. ICT adoption and use often falls short of expectations. In LMICs, a variety of factors cause poor performance. Some of these factors are listed on the slide. Mobile money services are a notable exception, where ICTs have given and underbanked populations access to financial services through their mobile phones. The success of mobile money is largely credited to mobile money agents, whom we will refer to as wakalas from here on. Wakalas are local retailers who help customers access savings and deposit products without using or visiting brick and mortar banks. Wakalas build trust with the local community, acting as crucial intermediaries for tasks such as onboarding, supporting, and educating customers on digital financial services and associated technologies. The Wakala network forms a human infrastructure and is 100,000 agents in Tanzania that converts cash to digital values for millions of customers on a daily basis across sub-Saharan Africa. Although wakalas have been the reason for the successful spread of mobile money technologies, competing business interests have emerged between digital financial service providers as well as wakalas. Digital financial service providers want to recruit as many wakalas as possible to deliver convenience to customers. But a profitable channel for current wakalas means curbing the amount of total wakalas as they're compensated on a per transaction basis. This typically is a set amount per withdrawal or deposit that they facilitate. In addition to this challenge, DFSPs want the adoption of digital payment systems such as those that enable paying for meals, electricity, etc. through mobile money. But in 2021, about 67 cents was withdrawn for $1 that's deposited into the digital financial ecosystem, meaning that less and less money leaves the ecosystem, causing fewer opportunities for wakalas to earn commissions on transactions. Although wakalas have pivotal skills, they are turning to alternate jobs or additional jobs due to their current work becoming unprofitable. Could they use their skills to become intermediaries or promoters of other ICTs as a way to supplement their income? Our research inquires about the current practices and possible futures of intermediation by wakalas. Our research questions are as follows. RQ1 asks, given the current DFS ecosystem, what are wakala intermediation practices? And RQ2 asks, what are the key factors that influence wakala interest and ability to act as intermediaries for additional ICTs that remain underutilized? We take a mixed methods approach. First, we analyze two common models of intermediation in Mobile Varney as well as DHIS2. I won't report on the results of this analysis in our talk, but feel free to refer to our paper for these results. Second, we run a quantitative study with 47 community members in Kagera, Tanzania, inquiring about wakala utilization practices in the community, as well as comfort with technologies such as USSD. Third, we run focus groups with 70 community members and wakalas in Kagera, Tanzania. Please refer to our paper for our sampling processes as well as demographic information for the groups yielded from sampling. Our quantitative results indicate sustained reliance on wakalas for intermediation, as well as a broad heterogeneity in comfort with USSD. 83% of community members that we surveyed visited wakalas at least once to deposit or withdraw money. This is a significant portion of the population that interact with wakalas. 36% of the community members we surveyed visit wakalas at least once a month for help beyond deposit and withdrawal activities. Again, this forms a large percent of the population that relies on wakalas for support and intermediation of technology at large. The plot below shows people's comfort with USSD as stratified by age and by gender. The colors indicate comfort, ranging from I don't need help with USSD in green all the way to I need help always in red. As one can see, there's a broad heterogeneity in comfort, whether we are stratifying by age or by gender. It is hard to define characteristics of people that need help with technology the most. This indicates that 36% of people that use wakalas for services beyond digital financial services come from all subsections of the population and can be defined by different ages and different genders within the community. From our focus groups, we had several findings. First, we saw that community members believe in and interact with a small set of technologies, and wakalas help expand the set of technologies to encompass more new technologies or new facets of existing technologies. When asked about what USSD applications participants knew of or used, they reported knowledge of only 2 or 3 prominent services. No one mentioned the agricultural extension USSD services that the government of Tanzania had painstakingly created to serve the population. Most community members believed that understanding technology would make their lives easier, as the first quote on this slide indicates. Wakalas introduce community members to new facets of technology as well as new technologies. As community member 24 says, I asked an agent to lend me money, but he helped me get a loan from my own phone. We also found that intermediation requires a high level of trust in relationships due to the sensitive nature of transactions that are facilitated. Information sharing, particularly of national identifiers and bank passwords, is necessary and common for DFS tasks that are often intermediated by wakalas. As our community member 24 said, if a person cannot read or write, then the wakala must ask that person for some information, like what is your password and the amount you want to withdraw, etc. Wakalas have to determine who to teach and who to act on behalf of due to the sensitive nature of transactions. Wakala 13 says, it always depends on looking at the age and appearance of a person. I can decide to assist the person directly by taking his or her phone, or I can direct him or her on what should be done. If trusted relationships are absent in intermediation, scams prevail under the guise of support. After digital financial service providers instituted customer service hotlines to provide support, community members were faced with several challenges surrounding scams. For example, community member 13 says, sometimes you may receive a call from a person pretending to be an M-Pesa customer care agent, giving false news about winning a prize. He asks you to carry out several procedures and change your language from Swahili to English. You end up sending him money. Therefore, community members expressed a broad preference for in-person wakalas in comparison to customer service hotlines or intermediation from afar. There is no education given to community members on how to avoid scams, and in a landscape fraught with developing fraud, wakalas may choose not to help customers with sensitive issues such as passwords. As Wakala 2033 says, I don't help customers with password issues unless the customer is my loyal customer. Wakalas often take risks and do free tasks to build up precarious trust. Stationary wakalas, those that have a fixed shop in a given village, may build trust and customer loyalty through risky activities such as giving out loans. C18 describes how he went to pay his kids' school fees but didn't have enough, so an agent lent him money and he repaid him the next day. With such additional tasks as giving out loans, wakalas negotiate rates on a case-by-case basis for services. There remains confusion about free and paid services in the eyes of community members, and this can have an impact on wakalas' salaries as well as community perceptions of wakalas. As much as stationary wakalas are able to build trust, freelance SIM registration wakalas are less trusted, and this may be due to infrastructure created by digital financial service providers. For example, freelance wakalas are only paid when they hit targets, like 20 enrolled SIMs per month. Therefore, they may no longer get paid when they've done their job really well and saturation has been reached for SIM cards in a particular village. There are a group of Wakalas that is trying to scheme the system in this regard. C25 says multiple SIM cards can be registered to your national ID without you knowing. Therefore, freelance Wakalas express that they struggle to build trust due to the mobility that is needed to reach new customers. All community members agree on the need to increase intermediation for digital tools and ICTs. As community member 8 says, when you send a child to school, a teacher should be there to teach a child to understand. So there should be people to teach us new systems too. Some community members felt that having more mobile money agents would help reach remote areas where understanding and use of ICTs is low. C8 mentions again, freelance Wakalas will be helpful because they will be able to reach even the people who won't be able to go to town and get help. This leads to an interesting tension between mobility and trust that emerges and impacts people in rural areas. Overall, Wakalas are open to new opportunities. They posited intermediating for known ICTs, promoting existing but unknown ICTs, and reporting up on failures and community feedback. In exchange, they wanted a hybrid training model, robust channels of communication between customers and ICT owners, and better compensation models, as well as identification and company uniforms to signal trust. We have several other findings that you can see in our paper. Thank you so much for coming to our talk, and please let us know if you have any questions.